As the squad prepare for battle with Billy Bond's promotion-hungry Hammers, we're joined by our commentator, Steve Dixon.
The Charlton side shows a couple of changes from the side that drew 1-1 with Oxford last week. The man in your picture there who scored the equalising goal against Oxford comes back into the team, John Bumstead, wearing the number 4 shirt. He replaces Steve Britt, who drops out of the side. That means Darren Pitcher will revert to his more customary full-back position. Charlton have a new face in their lineup this afternoon. That's on the bench. That's Peter Garland, a £5,000 signing from Newcastle United. Peter Garland, 21 years old, London-born, previously with Tottenham Hotspur, then went to Newcastle United for £30,000. He's the Addicts' latest signing. He's on the bench this afternoon, and Steve Gatting is alongside him. Steve Gatting, who hasn't played for a number of weeks. Steve Gatting back in the Charlton lineup this afternoon. We'll look across at the West Ham side as well. Again, it's a team packed with experience, packed with players worthy of note, most particularly perhaps the two front men, Clive Allen and Trevor Morley. 25 league goals between them already this season. Morley with 13, Allen with 12. They are possibly the most potent striking duo in the division at the present time. A number of matches in the southeast have been called off this morning. No danger of that happening here at the Valley. The pitch is in very good condition. The pitch covers have been on, and it's West Ham kicking from right to left, attacking the Jimmy Seed stand. And now Walsh forward for Power. And Power needs to lay it off a bit quicker than that, I'm afraid. So this will be Martin Allen, I think, for West Ham. Slips it inside, and West Ham have got players spare. Clive Allen looks up, and Robson has got a lot of space on this near side. There's men across. One of them is Allen. Oh, it's a chance now possibly for Martin Allen. And now Morley. And a good firm challenge coming in. Robinson high into the air. Hasn't really got it clear. Nelson battling, and Nelson giving away a foul. So perhaps a chance now for West Ham to show us what they can do in a dead ball situation. Just a couple of yards outside the penalty area. Julian Dix has got a fierce shot on him, and Charlton fans won't need reminding about Martin Allen's capabilities from this sort of range. A couple of seasons ago, when West Ham finished second in the second division, Allen scored 3 times against Charlton from this sort of distance. It's going to be Dix with a drive. Oh, he's taking a deflection, and it's in! And West Ham have scored. The shot from Dix took a deflection, and with just 10 minutes gone, the West Ham captain, Julian Dix, has given his side the lead. Leaburn, lovely touch to Pitcher. Now Robinson's outside him. The Pitcher was closed down very quickly, and Bishop with a lovely touch from Mark Robson. And Robson slips away from the challenge of Darren Pitcher. And again, West Ham have got men forward. Breacker on the far side in so much space. If anyone can find him, it's Kevin Keane. Oh, back towards Dix with a header. Oh, and a fine save by Bob Boulder. And Dix was picked out very deliberately by Kevin Keane. And the header looked as if it would have looped in under the crossbar had it not been for a super save by Bob Boulder. This is Webster. Oh, and now it might run for Lee Power. Can he get in there? Oh, he's got in there, and he needs help. He's got help. Oh, and needed to come over quickly from Nelson. Now it's with Walsh. He wants to come at the line on his left foot. It's his right foot, and it's wide. Lee Power turning away from Potts, surrounded by West Ham players, but he sweeps it out to Nelson all the same. Now it's Minto with plenty of space to move into. Oh, he's found Nelson. Oh, Nelson with a chance now for Charlton, and takes a deflection, and it's wide. The marking was very poor, and Gary Nelson, unfortunately, his first touch just held him up. But a silver ball from Scott Minto. Walsh trying to turn. Webster. Pitcher's got space. Now Charlton, can they launch one last attack before half-time? It's coming towards Leaburn. Leaburn with the power. Oh, it took a deflection. I think it was off his own man again. And Miklosko can't pick it up. Now Robinson with a chip to the far post, and there's surely a goal. No, Martin with a header. And now Minto. And again, some much-needed noise from the Charlton fans as Garland finds Bumstead, and there's players out to Bumstead's left. One of them is Walsh. Minto's inside. Walsh looking for Nelson. Nelson with a header. Miklosko with the save. Nice touch from Garland. Now Webster in the midfield. Shoots it forward to Bumstead. And Bumstead going through. And Bumstead, oh, it's at the post. Yes, it's there. And Charlton have equalised at last. 78 minutes gone, and it's John Bumstead again. The man who saved Charlton for the second week in succession. And Simon Webster's intervention there in the midfield was crucial for Charlton. He played it forward to Bumstead, got him behind the defence, and his first shot came back off the post. And as Miklosko turned, Bumstead was there to ram it home for the equaliser. Power. Minto. Garland is moving at the inside left channel, but Martin gets it away. Bumstead's got to win this one. But Morley reacts very quickly for West Ham. But so does Scotland over Charlton. And picks out Pitcher. Pitcher runs into a little bit of trouble with Mark Robson, and Dix takes over. Allen back to Dix. Oh, and Dix has gone all the way through. Oh, it's a fabulous save. Oh, fine save from Boulder. It took a very lucky ricochet off Webster as Webster and Robinson got in all sorts of trouble, and it bounced beautifully for Julian Dix, and he picked his spot, but Bob Boulder stuck out a big right hand to deflect it over the bar. Walsh with the corner for Charlton. Garland with a drive, and if only someone could have got a touch on that, it would have been a very dramatic late winner perhaps, but Miklosko gathers it safely. And there it is. It's been an entertaining game on this Boxing Day afternoon. It's a game in which Charlton could easily have found themselves a couple of goals behind at half-time had it not been for some sterling work by Bob Boulder. But it's a game that's finished even Stevens, with honours shared between these two neighbouring clubs. Final score here at the Valley. It's Charlton Athletic 1, West Ham United 1.
Afterwards, Steve Dixon spoke to the man who scored the only goal the last time the Hammers visited the Valley, back in 1979. Charlton joint boss, Steve Gritt.
Steve, 1 point gained or 2 dropped?
One gain, definitely. You know, to be fair, we could have come in at half time a lot worse. We were quite happy to come in at half time 1-0 down. They mullered us, to be fair. You know, they'd given us the lesson first half in passing and movement, and quite frankly, we couldn't cope with it, and that's why we made the change at half time.
Pleased with Peter Garland?
Yeah, very pleased. I thought he had a very good debut. He came on, passed the ball very well, got a few shots in as well, which was something we lacked in the first half particularly. But I thought he showed a lot of good touches and hopefully signs of the future there.
We've talked about the running off the ball and that, but when we actually attacked, it didn't have to get a lot of men behind the ball. I mean, that's obviously a sign of respect for our lads, perhaps.
I think so. I think you know, people might say that they dropped very deep, but I like to think of it that our possession made them drop deep, and that we were able to pen them into their half in the second half, which was pleasing from our point of view. The only thing I thought was that despite the amount of possession we had, we still probably didn't get enough end product. Not enough shots on goal and perhaps not enough crosses.
And what have you put in John Bumstead's tea in the last few weeks? What's happened there?
I don't know, but I'd like to know so I could have some of it. I know that I thought John's performance was excellent. I think it's probably one of the best all-round performances I've seen from John. And if anyone deserved to score a goal today, it was John.
Steve Dixon also spoke to winger John Robinson.
John, a very hard game out there, very hard fought point.
Yeah, the first half they played some great stuff, and understandably we got a rollicking in at half-time. They were 1-0 up and could have had 2 or 3. Bob kept us in the game with a couple of good saves that first half. Then the second half we came out fighting. Started off well, passed the ball superbly I thought, and then John Bumstead scored and we could have maybe nicked it at the end.
We had an awful lot of pressure in the second half towards the end, didn't we?
Yeah, especially when we was trying to nick the winner, who was always left at the back open. But Bobcat, just to say, 2 world-class saves. I mean, one from Julian Dix was absolutely superb. I thought he deserved man of the match as he did get it, but he was superb, I thought, really.
In fact, we were unfortunate to be behind because it was a bit of a dodgy goal, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it was the wall, but Scott Minto accidentally flicked it in. It shouldn't have been in the wall, really. He was charging, and it just worked out that it went one number too many, and it was going straight to Bob, the goal, and came off the post. So I don't know why they gave it to Julian Dix, really.
Can I just ask you about your own performance? Were you pleased with your display this afternoon?
No, not really. The first half wasn't too bad, but the second half I didn't really get into it. Even though we played some nice stuff around, it was hard to say because Julian Dix got forward really a lot. It was like try and stop him playing and then hopefully get yourself going. But with stopping Julian Dix, you might touch the ball maybe once every quarter of an hour. So, no, but as long as you just keep working, things may become right. Not everyone's going to play well every game, but if you give them 100%, I don't see why the other players are probably through the game, and they did today.
You're certainly very popular with the fans. You've certainly become very popular with the fans in a short space of time, though.
Well, hopefully. I say I'm a totally different player to what Robert is anyway. Robert had a little go and went inside and did his own thing, and understandably he was a hero here, but I'm more of a team player, and if things aren't going to go well, then I don't shy away from it. I'll accept responsibility each time, but I will give them 100%. That's what they can guarantee from me.